Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. I'm glad to have all you guys here. Now, listen. Today is Wednesday, June 19th, 2019. And we're looking at a lot of things happening in the news. But I'm going to talk about Italy a little bit later in the show. First, we're going to do the markets. So let's get started. Let's open up the charts right here. And let's take a look at what's going on. First thing, what we want to talk about is silver. We want to take a look at the silver price today. $14.98. It's up 2 cents. It's just ready to break past $15. $14.98 bid, $15.08 ask. And I look at the bid price. We get the bid price above $15. That's what I'm looking for. And it's up 2 cents on the day so far. Let's take a look at gold. Gold's bid price is $13.43. Ask is $13.44. And gold's going along sideways today. Now, so we get a little bit of movement up in silver, but gold's going along sideways. So it's down $2.30 on the day so far. Now let's take a look at cryptocurrencies and see what they're doing. We're looking at 91.27. You know how things are shaping up, to be honest? We got two different asset classes that have a lot of similarities, actually. One's Bitcoin and the other one's gold. And they're both vying for the exact same position within the financial markets. Bitcoin's a newcomer. Gold's been around a long time in world history, you know, and they're both fighting for the same position. Both have drawbacks and both have pluses and both have negatives. One of the negatives of gold is the fact that it can't be moved quickly across the internet. Real physical gold. Bitcoin can, but there's negative aspects of Bitcoin as well. One of the things is Bitcoin is reliant upon computers in order to function, where gold is tangible and it's in the real world. It doesn't rely upon computers to function. And so these are drawbacks for Bitcoin, is the fact that it relies upon computers to function. But then again, we have to take a look at our society that we've built now, and everything relies upon computers to function. So Bitcoin's at 91.27 today. It's holding strong above $9,000. Let's take a look at cryptocurrency market capitalizations today. And we're looking at $285.8 billion with a Bitcoin dominance 56.7%. One of the only coins in the top coins is two. There's actually two that are actually rising right now, is Litecoin and Binance Coin. Litecoin's at $137.76. We're looking at the prices of the coins holding pretty good right now. Bitcoin is in a leg up right now, and it's trying to break past the $10,000 mark. That's what it's trying to do, and it's moving along sideways today so far. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average today, and we're going to refresh the page here, and we're looking at up, positive 54 points up. The market's oversold. It's right now, it's buoyed up higher than it should be. Waiting for news from the Fed. I think the news is going to come this afternoon. Now, about a rate cut. I can't conceive of them raising rates. News coming from a rate cut or holding pat. There's three options for them. Cut rates, hold pat, stay right where they're at now, or raise rates. Raising rates at this point, in this stage in the game, is pretty much out of the question, because if they raise rates right now, they're going to see a market crash. They would love, I'm going to tell you what, this shock a lot of people, but that's what they'd really like to do. The Fed would really like to raise rates right now. They would give anything if they could raise rates. Let's take a look now at the price of oil. And we see the price of oil dropping today. I guess they figure tensions are settling back down in the Gulf region. the Persian Gulf area, in around the Strait of Hormuz. I guess things are settling down a little bit right now, and things are calming down a little bit, and so the price of oil has actually dropped a little bit today. Let's take a look now at U.S. Treasuries. You know, I noticed Treasuries, they take one step forward, two steps back toward this yield curve inversion. Today, they're taking a step back away from the yield curve inversion. We got yields rising on all the long bonds, and it's a fairly substantial move today. 3.4 basis points on the U.S. 10-year. So we got 2.16 on the U.S. 1 month, 2.218 on the U.S. 3 month, 2.19 on the U.S. 6 month, 2.07 on the 1 year, and the real low part of the yield curve right now is in the 2-year, 3-year, and 5-year and 7-year. They're all below 2%, whereas we got the short end of the yield curve, which is higher. So the yield curve is still inverted, although today it's getting a little bit back more toward normal. But tomorrow the yields will probably fall again tomorrow, because they seem to be doing this lately. One day moving one direction, the next day moving in the opposite direction. Let's take a look now at the US dollar index. 97.54, and the dollar's been very slowly dropping during the day today. Now let's move on and talk about Italy for a minute. You know what? Italy is planning on making an alternate currency to the euro. And they got the screwballest name for it. They're actually going to call it Minibot. Minibot. What a name for a currency. But it doesn't really matter that much, really. Evidently, they're quite a long ways into producing these mini-bots. This is a picture of the design that they've got. And the Republic of Italia. Italiana, it's a €100 bill. This is right here. It's a €100 mini-bot bill, though. Italian currency, Italian euros. This means the Italians are into the printing business, I guess. They're going to print up these mini-bots. Here's another picture of it. You know, this is going to tear the European Union apart, but I don't really see any potential way, because Italy is heading toward an enormous financial crisis, and they're doing what they can do within Italy to try to confront this financial crisis that's coming in Italy. And the European Union is the reason that's caused this financial crisis in Italy. Italy used to be a prosperous country. Not anymore. Not ever since they've joined the euro, you know. And of course, these other countries, like specifically France, has lent Italy a tremendous amount of money. You know, over 260 billion euros. France cannot afford to lose 260 billion. They have to keep Italy in the European Union. And I'm going to read just a little bit of this. It says a crisis is brewing in the Eurozone, and it's not even on mainstream media radar. Italy is at the center of the crisis. And they're planning on producing their own currency. A technocrat prime minister, Giuseppe Conte, is calling the shots and threatening to resign over this issue. ECB President Mario Draghi proclaimed mini-bots, that's his new currency of Italy, are either money or and then they are illegal, or they are debt, and then the stock of debt goes up. I don't think that there is a third possibility. Possibility 3. A week ago, I noted the possibility number 3, an Italian mini-bot Trojan horse could blow up the Eurozone. So, this whole thing could really blow. Italy moving to their own currency could really blow up the Eurozone. Because the Eurozone is being held together right now. Seriously, Mario Draghi's doing what he can right now. But he's going to loose monetary policy, you know. And the thing is the euro makes up 60%. I believe it's 60%. It makes up a very large chunk of the U.S. dollar index, you know. The United States is working very hard right now to try to weaken their dollar so that they can remain competitive, you know. But the dollar, everybody is moving into the dollar. It's hard to weaken the dollar when the dollar is the best horse at the glue factory. It's the best fiat currency out there. But wait, there's a new fiat currency coming. It's called Libra. And Libra might turn out to be the best fiat currency of them all, if we're talking fiat currencies. You know, these are currencies. The new Libra currency, being produced by Facebook, is going to be yet another currency. These are currencies. Now, there's a big difference between currencies and money. Gold, silver is money. Bitcoin is money. Gold and silver are duking it out for who's going to be money. But fiat currencies are not money, and this new currency that they're going to be creating in Italy is not money, it's currency. There's a big difference between currency and money. And, you know, one of the things, money doesn't have any counterparty risk. Currency has tremendous counterparty risk. And this is why the value of currency always in the end goes down to zero. Well, this new currency being created by Facebook ultimately is trying to make the best fiat currency out there. It's going to be in competition with the dollar. That's what the new Libra currency by Facebook is going to be, in competition with the dollar. It's no competition for Bitcoin. Bitcoin's competition is gold. So, we got the dollar and the Libra in a battle for #1 currency, where we got gold and silver and Bitcoin in competition for being the #1 money. So it's a different field altogether between money and currency. And currency is fiat currencies, and these fiat currencies are all being debased on their way to zero. And this is what's going to make up the basket of this new currency called the Libra, or the currency that's going to be produced by, what are they going to call it, global money or something like that. This new currency that's being produced by Facebook. Anyway, listen, thank you guys for listening. Like and subscribe, and give me a thumbs up, and we'll catch you guys in the next show. Bye-bye.